Sinking driveway, settling patio, collapsing stoop, uneven pool deck. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Thursday, the 15th of December. I'm James Spann. A very dry air mass now covers Alabama in the deep south, and the pattern looks fairly quiet through early next week. Of course, the next big focus, this Arctic blast for Christmas. How cold will it be? How long will it last? Any chance of snowflakes? So a lot of questions. Let's take a look at the new model data as we go along. First off, the upper air look today. Got that big vortex over the upper Midwest, over Minnesota, and the front that we experienced yesterday with the rain and storms, that's now well to the east, and we have a cloudless sky. That's the visible satellite view. I mean, not a single cloud in the sky statewide. The rain and storms we had yesterday, now down in central Florida, had a couple of tornado warnings. In fact, there's a tornado watch for parts of the peninsula today. Also got some cold rain falling over parts of the Middle Atlantic coast region. They had some icing problems earlier today. Noticeably cooler, we've got 48 for Haleyville, Birmingham at 50. Down to the south, we've got 60 at Mobile, Dothan 62. Some of the colder pockets will be below freezing tomorrow morning. We do again have that tornado watch for a few counties in the peninsula. Otherwise, things are quiet here across the southeastern states. And winter storm warnings in effect for many of the states up north. Blizzard warnings for parts of the Dakotas. Winter storm warnings in effect for parts of Pennsylvania and New England. Here's the severe weather outlook through tonight. Got a slight risk over the peninsula where that tornado watch is in effect, level 2 out of 5. And a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 on the coast of the Carolinas through tonight. And then tomorrow and Saturday, no chance of any severe weather, and the only thunder over the southern tip of Florida as very cold air begins to take over. It looks like our next chance of any severe storms here will be sometime in early 2023, most likely. So here's the rain for the next 7 days, and you can see we've got a definite trend toward drier weather. We might see a little bit of light rain, maybe Monday night of next week. And the Gulf Coast might see a touch of light rain on Saturday, but again, it's a much, much drier pattern. So, model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. That upper low is over Wisconsin. And again, for us, a dry day. We start the day low to mid-30s in most spots. The high will be in the 50s in the sky, again, partly to mostly sunny. So as the weekend begins on Saturday, the high will be close to 50 for North Alabama, maybe 40s for the Tennessee Valley. And a disturbance in the Gulf could bring a little light rain to the immediate Gulf Coast. Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Dauphin Island, but even there, probably not much rain. The day will feature a mixture of clouds and sunshine. This is Sunday. That disturbance is on by. The day will be sunny. Sunday morning will be in the 20s in many spots. The high Sunday afternoon, 40s for North Alabama, 50s for the southern counties of the state. Let's go to Monday of next week. Got the next disturbance off to the west, and this will likely produce some snow over Arkansas. Memphis might see a few snowflakes up into Missouri and Kansas, and rain for parts of Texas and Louisiana. And that feature could squeeze out a little light rain. This is Monday night at midnight, and probably not much, maybe a little bit. Air should be pretty dry. And then Tuesday of next week, that feature is on by. Highs upper 40s and low 50s early next week. We'll go to Wednesday. We're cool and dry. Wednesday morning will be in the 20s, the high 40s and 50s. And this is a week from today. This is Thursday, the 22nd of December. And this is when this pattern begins to flip and we get that shot of really cold Arctic air. And this is the GFS depiction. That's a 1,053 millibar high in Canada, with the cold air diving southward. That looks dry, but the European is suggesting, as the cold air begins to rush in, there might be a touch of light snow for parts of North Alabama late Thursday or Thursday night. This is not a major winter storm type event here for us. This would be basically nothing more than flurries if this happens. That's not really the headline at this point. The headline is the cold air coming in. We'll go out to 10 days. This is Christmas Day. Sunday, December 25th. Very cold trough in place over the eastern half of the country and very cold air. In fact, Christmas Day looks cold and dry, maybe very cold. These are the anomalies coming off the GFS and the European. Not quite as extreme as other runs we have seen, but again, you'll see these kind of flipping and flopping in coming days. But again, it could easily be a setup where we go 48, maybe 72 hours with temperatures below freezing, consecutive hours for the northern half of the state. And again, the analog would be 1983. Don't think it'll be that cold, but still, it'll be pretty cold at Christmas time. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. Really not much, under 1 inch between now and the new year. Now, this is the national blend of models. This is more of the ensemble approach. The deterministic models have been colder than this, and it could easily be colder than this. And keep in mind, as you look at these numbers, it does skew toward climatology in the longer range, toward average values. But you can see this is the NBM, again, for Birmingham. It's got the high dropping to 31 on Friday the 23rd. We're in the teens on the 23rd and 24th, Christmas Eve. And Christmas Day highs would be in the 30s and lows in the 20s if this verifies. But again, it could be colder than this, but no doubt confidence is very high. It's going to be really cold at Christmas. And this is the new 8 to 14-day outlook off the CPC site just in. This is for December 23rd through the 29th. And again, we're in that dark blue with temperatures here well below average. Up in Phil Campbell, Alabama today, the little guys, the little ones, Bobcat babies pre-K. And Phil Campbell, of course, that town was hit so hard by that horrible EF5 tornado, April 27, 2011. But great to see those kids. And look at this cake here. I just like the look of that for some reason. It just speaks to me. But again, we had a great time today talking about weather and science, and those kids were great listeners and great learners, and thanks a lot for a great time earlier today. Tomorrow I'm going to be at Center Point Elementary School, last day of the school year for 2022. Christmas break is next week. And don't forget, we have a book signing on Saturday. We will be in Summerton from 10 until 1 at the Coffee Blend Coffee Shop there. And we expect to have a great crowd, great time. It'll be the last one of the year. So again, come see us if you're in Doris, Summerton, Jasper, Sayre, Bagley, anywhere up there. We'd love to see you in Summerton on Saturday. So that's it for the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. We'll have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. And, of course, we invite you to watch us over in Studio A across the hall on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.